So last time we talked, we spoke about Brent Mason, local legend here in St. John. I hear that you have somebody else you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I have three total.
Okay.
And this is number two, and it's Worden, who is another local legend.
Cool. So where did you meet, or when did you hear about Del?
It was by accident. I don't even remember why I went to this place, but it was at the East Coast Pub. I was with a couple of people, and we went in to see the open mic, and it was Del's open mic, and I wasn't really ready for what what I was going to see, because Del, anybody who's been to Del's open mics, because there are several of them around town, he has a loyal following, and it was a crowd of people. The crowd of people made the biggest impression on me at first, because they were all there for one reason, and that was because they loved these songs and they loved them so much. And I'd never really seen a local crowd, that into it just for the music. And Del was playing a lot of old songs from like the 60s and 70s, probably as early as the 50s, a lot of country stuff. And everything just felt, it was such an authentic sound that it really made an impression on me. And the funny thing is, I was living in Fredericton at the time. This is 3 years ago, and I would drive from Fredericton to St. John once a week to see Del play, and I wasn't even playing at the open mic. I didn't play for a year.
So to give some people perspective, it's like a 45-minute to an hour drive. About an hour drive, right?
From where I was, yeah. It's about an hour, and I was coming down on Wednesday nights to see Del play, because him and the people he had playing with him they were impressive, because it was such an authentic style of music, or an authentic, rendition of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know where else to go to hear these songs played like that. Songs from the 60s and 70s, and these old country songs. And not all country songs. Played a lot of Eagles and I guess some more common songs, but in general, a lot of these songs I'd never heard before in my life, and they were great songs. And then I found out later that there were times that Del was actually sprinkling his own songs in with them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the fact that you had no idea if he was playing his own song or, some classic, and you weren't really sure which was which, says a lot about him as a songwriter too.
For sure.
But yeah, for my money, Del is probably the best musician overall in the city. And there are probably some people who are going to bring up names that, because there are a lot of great musicians around, and I'm not arguing it.
Everyone's got an opinion, right?
Yeah, it's not like I've seen everybody, but I mean, for me, man, Del just blows me away. When I first started watching him, he was mainly playing keyboard, and then once in a while he would sing a little bit. And everybody knows he's a great keyboard player. But then when he sang it, just as a singer, I was like, wow, this guy's actually beyond what you expect. He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, I've heard from people around him that he's not as confident in his voice, and that kind of blows me away, because I think he's one of the better singers. He's definitely one of the better male singers in the city, and he might be the best. And I remember then one week he had a guitar instead of his keyboard, and Del is always so complimentary to everybody who plays, and he's complimentary to all the guitar players who play with him at these open mics. And then he's playing the guitar, and man, he might be the best at that too.
That's crazy.
So just as a musician, he's fantastic, and he created such a welcoming environment at those open mics, and that there's just no ego about him. And you see this guy who's so good at what he's doing, but he's very humble about it, and it just creates an environment that's it's just really good for the music scene and the music community. And you wish we had 10 of this guy around.
Right. All right. So like under normal circumstances, where would someone in St. John find Del?
Everywhere. Yeah, I've heard that Dell plays 10 to 12 gigs a week under normal circumstances, which I know we're not in right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's completely shut down or not. I haven't seen him in quite a while, actually. Um, but yeah, normally he's doing open mics, he's doing solo gigs, he's doing gigs with a couple of other people. I think he DJs at Callahan's on Friday nights. He does an open mic at Pub Down Under on Thursdays and Sundays, and East Coast Pub on Wednesdays. He's a very busy musician, especially by St. John standards.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I mean, a lot of musicians, let's just say local musicians, they need to really look at the work ethic here, because it seems like this guy's made a life working in the music scene. He really is the embodiment of the music scene right now.
Right, and I mean, it's not even like I know him that well, but you see him play. First of all, he's so good that you don't get that good by accident.
Right.
You've got to put some years in, and yeah, he's everywhere. He's playing all the time normally. I think right now he's very active on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. That's Del, D-E-L, Worden, W-O-R-D-E-N, if you want to check him out with his cast of characters. And yeah, so
check him out.
Check him out.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Goose, for sharing. Make sure you guys go check that out, and I'll put some links in the comments. Thanks.